Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 2015 Audi RS6 Avant. Now this has an 850 horsepower, 714 pounds-feet of torque, 4 litre V8 with 2 turbochargers, and it weighs 4,274 pounds. But despite that weight, with its all-wheel drive, it can get from 0 to 60 in 2.702 seconds and 0 to 106.230 seconds, going on to a top speed of 236 miles an hour. So yeah, lightning fast in terms of acceleration. Obviously the top speed is really good, but we're not going to get anywhere near that on this track. But yeah, with that engine, with all that power and the all-wheel drive, it should be really rather quick. 8 of the top 10 cars on this series so far are all-wheel drive, and 2 of them are Audis. So yeah, they've got a decent reputation for it on this series so far. In fact, they are drawn with Mercedes for amount of cars in the top 10. So yeah, well, and Ford as well, in fact. So yeah, there's 3 doubles in the top 10, and this Audi, if it is in the top 10, we're obviously not one of those Audis out the top 10, because the Audi Sport Quattro is number 10 in the rankings. But yeah, it will still be pretty good if it does get into the top 10, because yeah, it does weigh a fair bit, and there's not many cars that weigh as much as this in the top 10. But yeah, despite the weight, I'm pretty sure it'll do really well. So see what it can do. Now I could have put the V10 in this car from the Audi R8, but we've put that engine in plenty of cars before, so I thought it'd be interesting to see what this engine can do in this car. And 850 horsepower isn't exactly all too shabby. It is nearly 300 horsepower more than this car had originally. So yeah, it's hardly dealing with power that it was meant for. And it does actually weigh a little bit more as well with a couple of engine upgrades, so as long as that weight isn't too much of an issue, we should be on for a fast time. As you can see, acceleration is really rather good, if you're not holding your guess by these stats. A little bit of understeer around the hammerhead though. Not had any traction issues though so far, so that all-wheel drive is working really rather well. A little bit too late there, but never mind, we've still got around it. 1 minute 22.178. That's certainly decently fast for our first lap. Braked a little bit too late there. It's a problem with having a weighty car that can go really rather fast. Your braking points are really rather specific. There's not really much leeway for where you can brake, or how late you can brake. I'm just being cautious with the brakes, because even though it does have a stat of 5.0 braking, which is probably one of the better ones of this series, you're still going a hell of a lot faster in certain areas than you might be normally with this car, and it does weigh more than it did originally. So yeah, it's not exactly dealing with circumstances it was meant to. We're doing nearly 140 on that back straight, which may well be one of the fastest cars we've had down there. Nearly more than 2 seconds quicker there. We're now below 1 minute 20, which obviously puts us in the top 10. Oh, we actually cracked 140 there. Don't think many cars have done that before. And there we go, 1 minute 19.065, which is really rather quick. I think you'll agree. So yeah, that's quicker than the Audi Quattro Sport, which is the only car, well, was the only car in the top 10 that was above 1 minute 20. Quicker than the Lancia Delta S4, which was 1 minute 19.817, and 1 minute 19.6065. Oh, 0.003 behind the Audi TT RS. Mighty close to beating that. But yeah, I guess that's no surprise that Audi's slightly quicker than this, because it is a car that weighs less. So yeah, braking is obviously going to be a lot easier in that car. But yeah, still really rather quick for a large estate car that weighs way more than £4,000, which isn't a weight that most cars are at in the top 10. So yeah, pretty impressive. All-wheel drive was working well, no traction issues whatsoever. Handled the power really rather well. Bit of understeer here and there, but yeah, that was only really around the hammerhead, and I fine-tuned it out by the time we got into the third lap. And yeah, mighty impressive time. Once again, all-wheel drive is evidently king on this series. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.